Our creative space creation for the month of February is a fidget toy. Print yours at the library. To use the 3D printer in the creative space, you need to complete the Creative Space Basics and 3D printer training in Beanstack. You'll find a link in the description to our Beanstack site. Once you've done that, check out the laptop for the creative space at the front desk. You will see 2 files on the desktop to choose from, the Infinity Cube and the 3-bearing fidget spinner. To make the Infinity Cube, open the Dremel Digilab software. Use the folder icon to open the Yet Another Fidget Infinity Cube file located on the desktop. Then select the Infinity Cube slicing profile in the top right. You will notice the wall thickness, top-bottom thickness, printing temperature, and a few other settings changed. These are the same settings we used to print the sample Infinity Cubes, and we noticed these settings gave us the best results. Next, click Prepare. Before you save it to the flash drive, which is located in the drawer next to the 3D printer, rename the file with the pencil icon so you can find it easily later on. Then save it to the removable drive and eject when it's ready. We store the filament in the cabinet next to the 3D printer. Choose your color filament and tap the filament icon to load your chosen color. While it's heating up, insert the end of the filament spool into the tube and feed it through until it comes out the top. Once it starts to purge the previous color of filament, insert the filament of your choice into the top of the extruder and feed it through until the machine starts to pull the strand. If the filament color doesn't change after the first time it runs through, you may have to run it through another time. Here you can see the color begin to change. Then you can end the process when you see a solid strand of the color of your choice come out of the extruder. For best results, you may want to adjust the Z-axis offset. Check out the video linked in the description to learn how to do this. When you're ready to start printing, insert the flash drive to the front of the machine, tap Build, tap the flash drive, find your file on the flash drive either using the arrow keys or tapping it on the screen, then press Build to start. The machine will raise the build plate and level it and start printing, and the Infinity Cube takes about 2 hours to print. When it's done, make sure the thermometer icon in the top right is blue before attempting to remove your object from the build plate. To remove the build plate, open the tabs in the front, lift it on the sides, and flex it to remove your object. It may pop right off, or you can use an offset knife, which we keep in the drawer, to remove it from the build plate. You may have to remove any helpers that the printer added, such as the skirt. Then to reinsert the build plate, make sure it goes under the tabs in the back and magnetize it in the front and close those tabs. With the Infinity Cube, you may have to loosen the hinges by working them a little bit before it will move freely. As you can see, they're still kind of stuck because the material is stuck in there. If any of the hinges won't move at all, You can use a screwdriver to pry the hinge apart a little bit until they move freely. Once the hinges are loosened up, you can keep moving the fidget over and over, and it will keep going back to that cube shape. To make the 3-bearing fidget spinner, open the Dremel Slicer software, use the folder icon to open the 3-bearing fidget from the desktop. You can see it's really tiny when you open the model, so click on the model and change the scale by 2000%. Or if you'd like it a little bit smaller, you could do 1800%. Select the 3-bearing fidget slicing profile, and you will notice the infill changed, the printing temperature changed, and the supports are turned off. If you select a view mode like layers and then click prepare, you'll be able to see how the machine is going to print the object layer by layer. If you look at the line type instead of the material color, you can see the different types of lines the printer will make, such as helpers, shell, and infill. And you can see the layers it will work through as it's printing. Don't forget to change the file name so it's easier to find later on with that pencil icon. Then save it to the flash drive and eject the flash drive when it's ready. Once again, insert the flash drive, find the file on the flash drive, and press build to start it. Now that it's done and the thermometer icon is blue, I'm removing the build plate and flexing it until it pops off. Again, you will likely need to loosen the bearings until it spins freely. And then it's all done. Enjoy your infinity cube and fidget spinner.